Hello guys, it's Dale here, and in today's video I would like to talk about one of my favorite volume profile setups because it formed on the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. That setup is called the volume accumulation setup. You may have read about it in my book. Let me use the volume profile like this. What I'm interested in is this rotation area. Oh, by the way, we are looking at 30-minute chart of the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. So I'm interested in rotation areas from which strong trend activity starts, like this, right? This is the trend activity which is starting from a rotation area. Now, when I see such a thing, I'm interested in volume distribution in that area, in that rotation area, like in here. As you can see, there were heavy volumes accumulated before the start of this strong buying activity, and that means that strong buyers were building up the longs in this rotation, and then those strong buyers tried and manipulated the price to shoot upwards into that uptrend. But those guys placed most of the longs in here in this rotation. Now this zone is important for them because they placed a lot of their longs there, and that's why I would like to trade from there. So this is where the heavy volume zone begins. It is at 0.8364, and when the price makes it back at some point in the future to that level, and it doesn't need to be today or tomorrow, it can be next week or the week afterwards, it doesn't really matter, but when there's a pullback to that level in the future, then those buyers from this place are likely to defend this zone because it's important for them. They placed all of their longs there, right? So they'll defend it and they'll try and push the price upwards from there again, right? So that's the logic behind the volume accumulation setup. The support area begins at 83.64. Now, there's not only that volume accumulation setup, but there's also a VWAP setup. Now, this yellow line is a VWAP. This is a VWAP. And those two gray lines, they are first deviations of VWAP. And if they are combined with volumes, then they represent strong support and resistance zones. So in this case, we have the volumes in this volume zone, right? And at the same place, you can see that the first deviation is in here, in the same area. If that first deviation stays around this general area where those volumes were, then it will strengthen that support when the price makes it back to it. It will strengthen it because price tends to react to those first deviations. All right. So if this gray line stays around when there's a pullback, then it's another confirmation of that trading level. The level will be stronger. All right. By the way, there's a webinar on VWAP if you are interested. Just look it up on my website. It's a webinar I had for NinjaTrader, and I was showing there some of my VWAP trading strategies, so you may want to check that out. So yeah, what we have here is volume profile setup and a VWAP setup. There's one more thing I wanted to show you, and it's nicely visible with the weekly volume profile. So let me switch to another chart. This is a 60-minute chart of the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. And on that chart, what I use is fixed volume profiles that get printed every week. Right, so for this week, for the previous week, there was this volume profile. For this current week, we have this volume profile. Now, the current profile shows double distribution, which means heavy volume area in two places. When there is double distribution, what the price usually tends to do is rotate among those heavy volume areas to sort of fill this area with volumes and often happens is that in the end, it sort of shapes into a D-shaped profile. It doesn't need to be this week, but it could be the next week. But usually after this double distribution profile, there will be a D-shaped profile. All right, to fill this low volume area. Why I'm just saying this is that those heavy volume zones are important because the price tends to bounce off them and back into that rotation in this low volume area. That's what often happens. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but it's also another thing that I like to look for in my trading. All right. So yeah, that's that. That's about the trading idea on the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you liked the video. If you would like to learn more about trading with volume profile, and if you would like to follow me and trade alongside me each day, then what I recommend is visiting my website. This is it, trader-dale.com. And the next best step is go to trading course and tools. So you click that, you scroll down a bit, and what I recommend is getting the Elite Pack. The Elite Pack is an educational pack that will teach you everything there is about trading with volume profile. And there is a video which you can watch that will show you everything that's included in the Elite Pack. In short, the Elite Pack includes a video course. It includes my day trading and swing trading levels that you'll be getting each day. It also includes volume profile indicators that I developed and also a couple of bonuses. Now, at the top of that, it also includes free tech support for Elite Pack members. And what that means is that our tech support team will set up NinjaTrader 8 platform for you with all my indicators. They'll load up my trading workspaces, they'll connect you to data feed, and they'll do it completely free of charge, as that's the part of the service that we provide to the Elite Pack members. Alright, so that's about it. That's about the Elite Pack, and that's also about this video. I hope you guys liked it, I hope you found it useful, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time in some next video or in our members area. And until then, happy trading!